After you've published your first book, or depending on how big your social media presence is before you've published your first book, you're going to run into something that is quite hard to get rid of, and that is scams. So if you don't know what you're doing in this field, there's going to be people that are going to want to take advantage of that. And I wanted to highlight a couple of the ones that I've run into, not that I've fallen for them, but just that I've run into that can be kind of sneaky and insidious. And the first one is on social media, there will be people that will create fake profiles of real famous authors and reach out to you and butter you up and tell you how great you are, and then connect you with their source for marketing or whatever it may be. This is the person's ploy, and it may not necessarily be a scam per se, but it's definitely a sketchy way to try to get business, which in my thought process is scammy, and that's my opinion. You may disagree. But anyway, that is one thing that will happen. And in my case, I was reached out to. It was an author I had never heard of, but it is a big author. I know it's kind of sad on my end, but I don't typically read that person's genre. And they did the same thing with me, and they reached out. And it's kind of nice to get that like fluffy, like, oh, you're so great, blah, blah, blah. And then you get that pump up, and then when you follow their lead, it usually is somebody on Facebook or some other social media that is trying to sell their services. And it's not, to me, it's not a legit way to do it, and therefore scammy. So if you have some random high-end author, I don't mean high-end, but very famous author reaching out to you in your socials and you're relatively unknown, don't fall for it. It's a red flag.